Hi, in this video we are going to take a look at while. Now the while loop is pretty straightforward. It's basically used to execute a block of statements repeatedly until a given condition is satisfied, and when the condition becomes false, the line immediately after the loop in the program is executed. Python uses indentation as its method of grouping statements. When a while loop is executed, expression is first evaluated in a Boolean context, and if it is true, the loop body is executed. Then the expression is checked again. If it is still true, then the body is executed again, and this continuation until the expression becomes false. Now we first take I equal to 0, and in while we have expression I less than 5, and it checks that I is less than 5 or not. In this case, I is equal to 0 is less, so it is true, and execute the block of a code and is incremented, and when I reaches to 5, the condition is false and it comes out of the loop. This code prints the output as 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it will print 0, 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. When the final value is incremented to 5, the condition is false here, so it will come out of the loop. Now, here in starting of the code, I is equal to 5, so that the expression is false, and while loop will not be executed, so it will print nothing when we will run this code. So what happens here is first of all, the I is equal to 5, the condition is false, so it will print nothing. Here we can make a while loop, an infinite loop, or similar to a do while loop, by making a condition true for every iteration of loop. Now here I equal to 5, so here condition is true by default. It will go inside the loop and first print 5. And we have a conditional statement here that if I is greater than or equal to 5, we want to break a loop. So here break statement is used to program control out of the loop. So break is a statement which terminates the loop immediately. Now we use a while loop in example, like we want a user to enter their name, and we make sure that their name is at least 2 characters, that it contains only printable character, and it's only an alphabetic letter. So we don't want a number mixed in with name. So we first make a min length equal to 2, and then ask the user to input their name and assign it to a variable name. So we have a while not in which we have certain condition like length of name entered should be greater than or equal to minimum length, that is 2, and name should be printable and also should be alphanumeric. If any one of the condition is false, here it will again ask for the input. It will run until the condition is true. So the first, when we run this code, on entering A, 1, 2, 3, the condition is false. It will again ask now. Now we enter here A. So the first condition is false. The length of the name should be greater than or equal to 2. So it is false. So it will ask again. Now we enter a Fred that. Then it takes the value and it will print hello Fred as output. Here in this code we use the same line twice, that is the line name equal to input, please enter your name. We use it twice here in this piece of code. So to minimize that, we use an infinite loop. In this condition it is true in beginning, so it will start executing the while loop. It will first ask a name, and when it is entered as A, it will check the condition if, and if it is true, it will break the while loop and will come out immediately out of the loop and print the name. The condition is satisfied when Fred is entered as an input for the name, then it will give an output as hello Fred, and for the above input value it will be false, and while loop will iterate till it gets a correct value. Here we saw a break statement. Now we will see a continue statement. The continue statement is used to skip the rest of the code inside a loop for the current iteration only. The loop does not terminate but the continue on with the next iteration. So let's see example for it. Take a equal to 0, and here while condition is true, so that it will enter the loop, and now a is incremented, and it checks that if a modulo 2 is not equal to 0, then it will continue. So continue statement takes code to starting of the loop here. So what happen here is that a loop will continue when a is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, and it will print the value of a as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 as output, that is all even number between 1 to 10. So this is the one of the way to print a even number till 10. We can change it to 20 and it will print 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So now we see a while loop with the else clause. So what is else clause? Else is executed if the while loop terminates without hitting a break statement. That is, the loop is terminated normally. Now we have a list L equal to 1, 2, 3, and we want to append the value 10 to list if it does not exist in the list. Now we take a boolean found which is initially false and count variable IDEs, that is index equal to 0, which we will increment after every loop. Here if statement check the each element of the list with the value, well, if it finds the value in the list, it will break the loop, making the found equal to true, and the value will not be added to list But if the value is not found in the list, it will complete the whole loop and then it will append value in the list here, and then final list is printed here 1 2 3 10. So if it does not find the value here, it will execute this if false l.append value. So it will append 10 to a list and the final list will be printed 1 2 3 10. Now doing this thing using a else clause, as we know else is executed when the while loop is terminated, normally without being break in between. So if in the list value is found, it will break a loop and it will not add a value in the list. But if the while loop is terminated, normally without a break statement, it will go into a else clause and will append a val in the list, and it will finally print the list L with the values 1 2 3 and 10. So that's all. If you like the video, please press like button, subscribe and share it. If you have any suggestion, write in comment section.